Hey you guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel, family. Y'all already know what time it is. Getting gay, we in this thing. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button to be a part of the crew. Smash that like button, see what it do, baby. Okay, it's the morning time, y'all. Rise and grind. It is time to get the fuck up. All right, wake up call, roll call. Who in the building? Leave it in the comments. My bad, y'all. Yes, my phone had died. Everybody that was in the live, in the last live, my phone had died, you guys. So we're gonna be going live tonight. I had to get some rest because I had work yesterday, and I'm headed into work now. Like early morning. So I just wanted to let you guys know, just a little note to just stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Whenever it comes to building yourself and elevating yourself, don't let nobody bring you down feelings wise. And this can even be in a relationship, because like I said, if y'all haven't watched my last video where I talked about how I had dated a Nature Boy follower, so whenever I used to talk to him, it was like he was always in a negative space. Like every time it was so negative with him. And you have to realize that there's certain individuals to where they're going through things whether that be mentally, spiritually, physically, whatever. And some people just can't see the light within themselves, or just, it's more within themselves. So they'll project all that negativity onto other people. Like literally, like it would be a good ass day. I would be in a good ass mood like now, cause like I just be the type to where it's like, you know, I only live once. So I'm about to live my life and I'm about to be happy regardless of what I'm doing. So I always tell him like, yo, like, how do you see the world? And he'd be like, man, I hate people. I can't stand this world. People are like trash to this world. Like, I agree with the elite that people need to go. And I wish I was on a different planet. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like you are so negative, because I don't look at it like that. Like, I was like, why can't you vibrate off of love and actually like love somebody, and actually love the fact of like people present new ways of thinking, like we actually need each other out here. But it was just, everything about him was negative. And like I said, he had a lot holding him back too, because he was constantly in and out of jail since he was 16. So that also played a part. So whenever you're, and I've seen like a shit ton of court papers, so whenever you're constantly in and out of jail, like you already have a record. So there's already a lot of things that you have on your plate reputation wise that's holding you back from achieving. So whenever you see somebody else achieving or doing better, it's gonna put you in that head frame to where, okay, you're gonna start to talk down on this person because you have certain things that you're upset about. And that's how he was. Like, because I'm a go-getter, I don't like to sit down. Like, I constantly like to move around. Like, I have a lot of things that I think about and shit. So it's like, I can't just sit down. Like, I have to be up and moving and doing something. So like, I have hold on. So like, I have my nursing license, I have my security license, and then I'm going for another license next week. So like, he got upset about that. He's like, oh, you the type of female to where you just always doing shit. Like, I don't never know what the fuck it is that you like really do, because you always constantly moving around and doing shit. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm always doing shit, because there's always shit for me to do. I always want to take it to the next level, to the next step. And then at the same time, I'm still going like chase what I love. Like, I love doing my YouTube, my tarot cards, so I'm still going to do that. So he used to get upset, pissed off about it, like claimed that I didn't have time for him and everything. And it's like, I would be sitting back at his house like every day. So I'm like, I don't know how I don't have time for you whenever I'm at your house like almost every day. But this was somebody who was very self-centered, and like I said, somebody who was lacking somewhere. So you gotta watch out for people like that, to where they're lacking in a certain area, and whatever area that they're lacking in, they're gonna try and push that onto you and make you feel like you ain't shit. I hate those types of individuals. Or if he was going through some things, like personally, if he was going through some shit, he would take it out on me. Like, just too much negativity coming out. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, yo, you are like a freaking demon. Like, this don't make no sense. So of course, had to separate energy. But yeah, just be careful, people like that. Like people that sit back and you don't even have to be well accomplished, like career wise. Like that doesn't matter nowadays. We're in a day and age to where people will sit back and have fucking all these types of degrees, but they'll be sitting back working the same job as you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're all on the same level. Ain't nobody higher than anybody else. So with that being said, it doesn't matter what you have. It's a matter of how you go about what you have, you know, like how you go about sharing it with others, or just even like talking about it. Because I'm not the type of person to where I sit back and brag about stuff. But he, oh my gosh, he was. And the crazy part is he would sit back and be like, yeah, I'm spiritual, but then be like, oh, I got Giuseppe this. And why is it whenever we was on our first date, you wasn't able to recognize that I had on $800 jeans? Because I'm not into name brands, and I don't give a fuck about $800 jeans, and there's no way that I'm gonna spend $800 on any type of jeans, bitch. Like, that's why I don't recognize what you got on these name brands and all that, because I don't care. Like, wear what you wear at the end of the day. Like, if it makes you comfortable to wear that, then wear that. So, like, it was too much negative energy being put upon me. And that's why I said watch out, because some people will do that, to where they're suffering, they're going through things, they're living their life in a holistic way, and then they want to bring that onto you. They want to push everything that they're going through onto you. No, not today. Not today. Like, he would literally, like, it was crazy. Like, he would literally, like, if I was happy, smiling or something like that, he'd be like, why are you always smiling? Because I'm happy. Because what? I don't want to be old and then I have all these wrinkles. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to get old and have wrinkles, and you're going to have all these ugly ass frown lines because all you did all your motherfucking life was be a fucking miserable prick. Whereas, you know, I might have some wrinkles, but you gonna know, because, like, depending on how you live your life, when you get older, you could tell if somebody lived like a happy life, or if they live like, you know, a negative life, like some bullshit, and it really played a part in bringing them down. So this is people who, when they get older, they will develop back problems to where it's like they hunched over, and that means that you took on a lot of everybody else's problems, or everybody else, you had a lot of problems yourself. This is like whenever you get older and you gosh, it's so many. I have to list it because it's a lot of like things that play out physically that could tell you how you live your life spiritually. But there's certain lines on your face that could tell how you live your life in terms of if you was happy. I had to cough because I guess that was me. But to let you know if you live your life happy or if you live your life negatively. And he the type to where you gonna have all types of ugly ass lives. You know what I'm saying? If you sit back in that negative ass vibration constantly and put that onto other people, okay? So, like, he would literally ask me, like, why are you always smiling? Why are you always happy? Because I don't have time to always be upset. Like, who has time for that? I don't have time for that. I don't got time to be upset, to be over here stressed the fuck out every day. I already know that life is stressful, but I'm not going to sit there and put that onto myself emotional wise whenever this is something that I already know that life is stressful. So I'm not going to sit back and, hold on, let me check the time. About time for me to clock in. But yeah, I'm not going to sit back and put that on me emotional wise and stress myself the fuck out even more. No. I'm going to read these alignments, figure out what the energy is, and figure out how to use that energy for myself in order for me to be able to maintain my spiritual nature and not always feel like I have to come out of character because of every situation that's not going my way. Because that's the type of person that he turned into. Not being able to know how to balance his energy at all. And then just using that shit for negative purposes, aka being demonic. But yeah, it was a crazy experience. I just can't deal with too much negative energy, and that's all he radiated. And that's why I'm saying, like, you gotta be mindful of your space even with the relationships you keep, even if it's not a relationship, even with like family members and stuff, you have to be mindful of the space that you're in, because some people do sit back and project and radiate negative energy just because they going through some shit. They will put that on you. They will sit back and try and put some misery loves company. They will sit back and try and make your ass miserable too, because they need a little bit of company. And then the worst part was whenever he would sit back and make me upset or mad, I wasn't supposed to feel that way. I wasn't supposed to feel upset or mad at all. I was still supposed to be happy, even though he brought my mood down by, saying some fucked up shit. But it was more because he was lacking in a lot of areas. Now, I'm not the type of person to sit back and judge for what you got, because like I said, we in that day and age to where a lot of the shit that you see now, to where you got materialistically, doesn't mean anything. You can't use that as leverage over somebody and be like, oh, I got this and this and this. Because if you spiritual, you're not gonna give a fuck what somebody got materialistic. Well, I'm not gonna care about you showing off you got designer this or designer that. Where's your mind at? Is that all you worry about, is sitting here getting dressed up in designer? Because I can't work with that. We not gonna be able to vibe out. We're not gonna be able to work. It's gonna be constant fighting. And then this also lets me know how low vibrational that you are. The fact that you so worried and wrapped up in designer, something else that somebody else done made. And then the crazy part is I was always encouraging him to do more. So I would always be like, yo, do whatever business idea that you have. Like, I would be like, yo, let's come together and do stuff. Like, let's come together and elevate each other. Or I would, like, whatever it is that he told me, I would encourage him to do more. He, best believe, whenever it came to my shit, he wasn't there. He didn't give a fuck. So that's why you gotta recognize whenever certain people, you'll support them, but they won't support you. You can't show everybody love. Some people take that shit to heart. And he was one of those people to where he would try and like always one up or act better than. I don't mind supporting you, even if I don't know you, as long as you're not acting like that to where you feel like you better than somebody, or to where you feel like based upon your accomplishments or accolades that makes you better than the average person or better than next. Like, I can't support that. And that's just how he was. It was just too much. But yeah, so just be mindful of your space, your energy, and who you give it to, like, nowadays, because it's 2021 and there's a lot of people out here that need your energy in order for them to feel happy, accomplished, or successful. And they are willing to drain you all the way dry if they have to, in order for them to get this feeling. It's like a high for them whenever they have somebody that's sitting back praising them or giving them time and energy, and they don't have to do much in order to get it. So anyways, comment, like, and subscribe. This your morning wake up call, y'all. I'm about to go clock in, and I'm gonna see y'all later once I get off work and shit. We gonna go live, okay? And yeah, so peace out.